Granger knows that if you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, you go to great lengths, and sometimes heights, to ensure the power is always flowing. Which is why you can count on Granger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
auto insurance all seems the same.
You know, my ad blocker decided to stop working. So if you guys were hearing ads, I apologize. Okay, I need to figure out a different thing for music when it comes to before stream music, because YouTube was where I was getting my cyberpunk stuff. But now it seems that they don't like my ad blocker at all, which is very annoying. Anyway, guys, hello. Welcome to stream. Let's see, we have Sam, we have Zijian, we have Caffeine, we have Monica Nico, we have Scythe, we have Silly Monkey, we have Suki, we have Ice, we have Soul, we have Lily, hello, and Firewolf. And Tash, hello. Welcome. How are you guys doing? I'm doing very well. I just came back from a D&D session that my dad was DMing for me today. Let's see, we just got a follow. Hello. Oh my goodness, Moose Joe Mama. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Chaos Corner. Welcome to chat. Yeah. Oh, you're melting due to heat? Yeah. It's 83 degrees here. It's also hot. I am slightly dying. Anyway, we do have some stuff going on today. We have some meetings. Woohoo! So glad about that. That was loud. That's the background music for today. We're gonna turn that beauty all the way down so it doesn't bust your earbums. Let's see, you went to an art festival? Oh, that's nice. It's been a bit since I've been to a festival like that. Alright, well, we have a meeting to get to. We have some stuff to get done. Yeah. Let's hop on in, shall we? Let's see. If I can turn to this and hop right in. There we go. Oh, jeez. Did I? Oh, I fell asleep here. Okay, he's not. Oh. Did you see my message? No, he hasn't. He probably did, but I don't know. Is he even awake? I don't know. Oh, I fell asleep while I was working on stuff. Of course I did. Oh, you have a question for me? I know Roynar is seen as an uncle type figure, but is there a figure Rexaris is seen as just Lieutenant? Oh, Rexaris is very much more like a brother to Helia. No, he and I have a very sibling relationship. He's like an older brother to me. Let's see, water breathing for 8 minutes. I was working on this last night. I think I stayed up way too late doing this. Oopsies. Let's see. Starting another batch couldn't hurt. Right? Right? It can't hurt. waiting for Bean here. It's so sad how he died. Poor Bean. Bean! Mm. It was so sad. It was actually really sad. His soul is in the flame now. You know, now that I think about it, hold on. I need to put stream on break really fast because there's something that I forgot to do, and I will be right back. I need like a few I need a couple human minutes. I'll be right back. Enjoy the copyright, or not copyright, relaxing music. I will be right back. Alright. I am dealing with the consequences of my own actions. Oh no. Ugh. I think I ate too much. Alright. We're back. This is fine. We're dealing with it. Oh, he's not there. Huh. Has he finally stopped watching me? Where do you submit fan art? In the Princess SMP Discord, there is fan art. Why are there... I think that's Laurenthian and Chiron. But there is a section for fan art if you wish to submit it. Ah, 1, 2, 3. I see you. Hi.
Hi, just wanted to make you aware that there is a realms meeting happening.
Oh.
I'd like for you to join us.
Oh, now. Oh, okay.
Yes, now.
Okay. Do we know what for?
It is, I assume, for the recent taggings on the notice boards and the information being released of the overworld.
I was aware of the information release, but not the tagging.
Well, our notice boards, as well as the End and the Overworld, had slander against the High Vessel.
I see.
I haven't been here very long.
That's all right.
Hello, Helia's here. Where's Chiron?
Wait,
Um,
they were just here.
they just came your way into the fortress.
Wait, what? Chiron!
What?
Well, it's time for the meeting.
I see them in their...
Okay.
I'm yelling at them via missives.
Chiron was just here. That's so ridiculous. I do love when that happens, though. I have to be honest. It's funny.
I'm glad things are going better.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yes. Did you sleep in the tower, or did you sleep outside of Atticus's cell?
Both?
So?
Oh, yes. Atticus has been arrested for trespassing. He entered into the fortress.
All right, Chiron is here. We can make our way.
Sorry, I was Where are we going?
Does he need a wolf?
The
I have one
overworld.
at the flame grounds.
We can talk about that later. I don't want to be late.
A miss of somebody. Let's get out.
All right, Rexars, could you sign us in?
Of course.
I will pay... Well, I'm not sure. Let me ask the High Vessel if this is waived.
Trying my patience. You're excused. Yeah, I'm having a lot of juice lately.
Oh, where did Fiore go? Oh, there she
Sorry.
is.
There was a
Oh,
whole
no,
line
you're
of
fine.
books on the waystone, so I was checking to make sure it wasn't those other books.
Understandable.
Afraid of a sugar crash.
Rowshore Cove, now open.
I'm very good at flying. Thank you very much.
There's also market stalls now that I built. I think Tori's selling corn.
Corn?
It's
I
the
don't think I've
village
ever
that I
had.
kind of watch over. Yeah, they give me a lot of corn stuff. Like there's like unpopped popcorn. There's sweet corn. There's salted corn. There's corn grits. It's just a lot of corn stuff.
I don't know if the toll is waived, but I've paid
Thank
it for
you.
now.
Oh, I just got confirmation we didn't need it.
Too late.
It's not like
I
you're
already
going
had
to
it.
miss that money.
Okay.
Well, I am sure the High Vessel knows that we are here, so we will just wait till she's ready.
Not yet. I'm working.
Well, I bought the toll, but hey, whatever.
It's not a big deal.
They just said it was waived, so yeah, whatever.
Oh well.
Laundry.
Oh, I'm trying to remember whose duty it is. If it's Fiore's or Helia's. Oh, give me one moment. My brain is having a meltdown.
Oh, been there,
I think
done that.
Dual citizenship is your territory, is it
Yes.
not? Here you
Is
are.
it Nixie's? The one that I...
Yes, it is.
I see. Ah, yes, I remember handing this over to you before everything happened.
Yes, I granted her a visitation, but she seems now interested in dual citizenship.
Oh.
Hello, Lucette.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm a bit sleepy. How are you all
No,
doing?
it is quite fine. Please go on your way.
No worries. Have a good one.
Feel awkward just standing here. I wish there was like a waiting room.
If you don't mind, I could speak with Fiore quickly about that.
Yes, go
military
for it.
business for Atticus.
Feel free.
She's told me that she has a wolf at the Festival of the Flame grounds that we could bring over to the fortress.
Oh, okay. If that's something you're fine with, Fiore.
Yeah, I've been planning to bring him over soon anyway, since the Flame Festival is over. He's there to keep me company. I was gonna put him in my bedroom, but I don't think he'll mind being somewhere else for a little bit.
That's kind of you,
Well,
Fiore.
if-
Thank you.
Yes, if you'd be comfortable with him keeping Atticus company, I know that would make his stay much more comfortable.
He also has a red collar.
Oh, well, that's fitting, I guess.
I can't wait to meet him. Actually, I think I have met him. Is he the one that was at the Adventurers booth?
Yes.
Well,
He was
I
running the
have
booth
indeed
whenever
then.
I went off with Amelia.
yes,
Oh.
he helped the High Lady and I get our tickets when we completed the maze.
He's a good worker.
He is.
Kyrene, why are you just staring at Fiore?
I zoned out. I don't know, sometimes I just pick a spot and stare.
I
Nothing
see.
in particular.
Oh, what an entrance.
Sorry.
You are quite fine.
We were in our hurry boots.
Yeah. Ollie ran into doorways. I'm glad that I didn't run into doorways. Anyways,
Why'd you
if you guys would like
me?
to follow me into the ballroom where the coronation was held. Yes.
Oh, lovely. The end is over here as well. Hello,
Beautiful.
everyone.
You guys are welcome to follow as well.
Oh, Ophelia.
Makes
My
sense.
bad. We go slow. We're so much faster than everybody.
Yeah. Maybe it best that we create a group for the meeting potentially.
I agree. Oh wow, haven't been here in a while.
Oh, goodness.
Ask is that the overworld be seated in this section so we can keep an eye on the door.
Understandable.
And you're
Well,
welcome to sit wherever you're comfortable.
Oh, okay, then I'll just say it.
Fiore, would you like to sit next to the High Lady?
Oh boy.
Well, okay.
Are
Unless...
we sitting here? Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead. You can sit wherever you're comfortable.
Cozy. You should probably sit in the middle.
Sit right there.
Oh. I Stab in the middle.
Malcolm begun.
Your hands.
Arlo? Is he? Oh,
I have not. No.
okay. I invited Arlo and Lady Naomi, but it's possible that they might not make it. So it might just be us three.
All right.
Come on,
They
guys,
can
where's the
handle
rest
it.
of the court? Jeez.
We're
Meow.
things have been very busy, so
I was waiting for you. We should probably make a big group.
Big one.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
was
There
someone
is
talking?
not a problem. Okay. First and foremost, I appreciate everybody taking the time to come, even though this was very short notice, very impromptu. I'm sure that there are multiple things that each realm would like to discuss. I kind of would like to go in a rotating fashion to some degree. I am willing to start, or if somebody else would like to start, we can kind of pinwheel around. This has mostly been called to speak of the recent upset, such as books and contracts and graffiti and people that have gone missing, and just keeping all of the realms updated with each other so that we can be more helpful to each other than if we were left in the dark.
Did joining the group help?
Sound good?
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
I wouldn't mind volunteering to go first, as we don't have much to report on the nether side. Things have been quiet, except for what we are all aware of, with the vandalisms and some traps and those books. But the only thing that we have of notable interest is our recent arrest on Atticus, your overworld knight. He had his trial by combat, he lost, and will be jailed for 4 days. That's all that we've gathered.
And it was very amicable. It was very fast, very... I don't want to say necessarily easy, because it's not ever easy to go through situations like that, but between the nether and the overworld, everything is very peaceful in the regards of Atticus's arrest. So,
Yes.
do you guys want to report on anything, Endarians?
We have a few things, but I can start.
Go ahead.
So, as I'm sure a few of you are aware, there have been dresses sent to a number of people. And we have decoded a good amount of the information, especially coming from the message on the poster itself, which the name of the author being, at least what's been given, Vitus. Not entirely sure if that will be helpful, but if anyone recognizes that name in any way, please let us know. On the poster itself were the words, "Follow me down," with a picture of the face of the rabbit plushie that was included in everyone's package. Now, that leads me to believe it is coming from some kind of story revolving a rabbit, so... Also important if anyone else has some information regarding that. Now, as far as the dresses themselves, they all have unique names that go along with the theme of a book that was left with each of them. We have Paige's dress, which was marked 8 within parentheses a 5. These numbers, I believe, are important. The first number, I believe, just being the number of the piece of clothing, and then the other number being symbolic in some other way, I believe to be a code. Mine was 9 with 1. Chris Stark had a 2 with a 5. We had Nixie's which is a 5 with a 6. And then there is Enya with a 4 with a 2. Helia 1 3. And then Ophelia with 3 7. As far as the numerical values, since
told
mine
them?
is 9 and we have 1, we can only assume it goes 1 to 9. So we believe we're missing 6 and 7. And as for the second number, it is possible we're missing 4, 8, and 9, if it's following the same theme. Now, there are a number of us investigating. Vincent, Christark, Enya, Paige, myself, and possibly Captain Rixaris. That is all the information that we currently have. So if any of you have anything else, it would be wonderful to have more info.
I don't believe I've heard anything of this Vitus phenomenon. This is the first I'm hearing of any of it.
Well, given the other events that have been happening, it has been sort of put on the back burner, to say.
That's fair.
Leaving clothing in people's dwellings isn't quite as serious as other things.
I agree. I will still keep an eye out. If there's any information that I find that I can offer to help, I will do so.
That would be appreciated.
Is that all for that, Mama?
For the Vitus investigation, yes, that is everything we have.
Okay. Normally the next topic that we have to bring up, usually like an advisor or Chris Ark himself would bring this up, but Vincent's having some issues with his voice. And so I'm just going to go over some stuff about Chris Stark, and we in the end are wanting to essentially coordinate him. And we know that we do need all of the advisors and the current ruling princesses in order to sign off on this. So there's a book that I do have to go ahead and read. This is basically just gonna go over everything about like his ascension or coordination possibly, and then hopefully I could have each advisor and princess sign off on this. That way he can have his title now, and then we will hopefully be doing the physical coronation combined with a Endirian ball and dinner afterwards on the 2nd of August. So I'm just going to go over this book and just read it aloud. This documentation will be signed by the following people: the High Lady, the High Vessel, and each kingdom's advisor. Christark Agneal, recently acting emperor, is to take the throne of the Empress Helen Agneal. Christark Agneal is to assume the throne as emperor of the Endirian Kingdom. Under Emperor Christark Agneal's ascension, there will be changes to the following. We will be adding new heirs to the throne of the Endirian Kingdom, a new court, and a updated chain of command. New heirs under the consideration of soon-to-be Emperor Christark, Advisor Vincent, and Lady Rowena. We've taken the liberty of continuing the Voidling tradition of having a right to the throne of the Endirian Kingdom. By that token, we've selected both Olivier Candide II and Nixie Lux to be our new heirs. They will be getting training and the resources needed to upkeep with their duties and heirs of the Endirian Kingdom. Olivier will be first in line, whereas Nixie will be second in line. The new court, disclaiming the roles of minister, which is our master of coin, have been condensed into the advisor role. So Vincent is just the advisor of the Indian Kingdom, but now is absorbing Master of Coin duties. And so the line of succession follows Emperor Christarch, Advisor Vincent, Lady Rowena, Viscount Olivier, Viscountess Nixie, Royal Sorcerer Zack, and then General Commander Amaterasu. The new chain of command / line of succession, as mentioned on the previous page, the way that the court is shown is how the line of succession for the Indian Kingdom will be under Christarch's reign. Additionally, it's worth mentioning that if Olivier or Nixie feel as though they are ready to take on the responsibilities of Emperor / Empress, they'll supersede the line of succession and take their place on the throne. That being said, and to fully retort the line of succession will be Emperor Christarch, Advisor Vincent, Lady Rowena, Viscount Olivier, Viscountess Nixie, Royal Sorcerer Zack, and General Commander Amaterasu. It is all if all is agreed upon, the official coronation ceremony will be held on August 2nd in the throne room and ballroom of the Indirian Castle. This ceremony will then be followed by a royal ball. All respective court members are expected to follow the typical dance card structure of the ball. And then for any questions or concerns that may come at a later date, feel free to ask myself, Vincent, or Christarch. And then with this, we would just need everybody to sign and date a book. And if wanted, I can just pass this around if people are wanting to sign it. Here you go.
If anything, too, I can track Balefire later.
Okay. Do you want me to confess this to you, Lorentha?
Sure. I do have a question, though.
Yes.
The Empress is missing, is she not?
The Empress is missing, but she is also very sick.
She's been sick for about, 3 or 4 weeks?
Has the oil not helped?
A month.
No,
the oil helped, but she's still really sick, and it only helped stop the burning in her hands and everything.
Do you need more?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not sure, but at this current moment, I don't know. I'm not really sure where Helen is.
We have no idea where Helen is. There was a situation in which we went up to go speak to her about a specific matter, and her room was ransacked. All of her belongings were on the floor. Everything, it was just scattered everywhere on the ground. There was a shulker left with everything, like her armor, her totems, her weapons, everything. So we don't know what happened, and we don't know where she is. But within that state, we also can't ignore the fact that we can't leave the Indirian Kingdom vulnerable, meaning...
Especially with all the break-ins that have happened recently.
I understand.
And she's also, last time we checked on her condition, the void marks were getting worse, and she is completely blind, so...
Helia, it asked you for you to date it as well.
Of course. I do have my own question. It has come to our attention that Nixie wishes to be a dual citizenship. Would that still be possible if she is heir to your kingdom?
I didn't even have a clue she wanted to do dual citizenship. I don't think she's come to any of us, to my knowledge, about it.
Has she not?
I
No.
certainly have not heard about it.
That surprises me.
Well, we may have to have a further talk with her about it. We'll have to find Balefire at a later date to finalize it. After we speak with Nixie. I don't see an issue with her having dual citizenship as an heir to the kingdom. It's just she just has to understand that her loyalties and responsibilities are to us.
I think I've only seen Nixie once in the last few weeks. I've heard she's been in another a bunch though.
Yes, she had an extended visitation permit. My concern is more so that if she becomes heir, there will be a imbalance upon citizenship between both realms.
It's up to you, Kristark, and whatever you want to allow, but do you think we should talk with her and speak with her first?
We definitely need to talk with her about it because I had no clue.
That may come
Okay.
down to us having our own meeting.
We'll talk with Nixie about it and see where she lands, but the last time we talked to her, she said that she did want this position in this role, so...
Very well. I will grant my signature. I just ask for communication in the future.
We will definitely.
I appreciate that. There you are.
Thank you. That was everything that we wanted to bring up on the end side.
Okay. Most of you have been made very well aware of the things that the overworld is going through, as it has happened quite publicly. It has bled into all of the realms, and if I guess most of my concern is making sure that all three of us as realms are capable of asking the questions that they might have and knowing that I am here to answer them if they are needed. But also, we have had even more activity throughout the past couple of days. We have reached to, I believe, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish traps. Not all of them being consistent typing. There's been potion traps and TNT traps. There has been the graffiti as well, as all of the release of the books and the information. So I does feel at this point that there is something specifically being called out about the overworld, which is understandable and fine in this situation. We can do with that as we need to, but I want everyone to be incredibly careful because it does feel like things are ramping up, even if that's being careful while you visit here in the overworld or being careful in preparations of your own in case these traps and instances travel. With that being said, does anybody have questions about any of the recent information floating around recently?
Do you trust those around you? I apologize.
Do I trust
No,
you around?
you're so fine.
Do you trust those that you surround yourself with?
I trust everybody in this room currently.
That is good enough for me.
Personally, I have no questions or thoughts or matters. Balefire and I have had a, I don't have any, do you?
I do. I have one thought. I was informed right before we left for this meeting, in fact, by Elio that there were more traps placed in the overworld.
There were.
I only wanted to point out that Atticus has been in a cell.
Yes, he has been imprisoned, and that sways things as I see them at the very least, but there has not been a formal investigation done yet. I have not been able to speak with those that have come up in the reports.
It
yet.
wasn't him, Lenora.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Nothing further.
Okay. With that being said, I do appreciate everybody taking the time to be here and communicate between the three of us. I don't think, with everything going on currently, that we would remain as strong as we have thus far without communication. And if anything is ever to come up from any side, I would hope that we would all be open to asking and confronting it, as we have done today.
There is one thing revolving
Yes.
around these traps.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is just a working theory based on the information that I have. There is one target who I am very aware recently could not have done much.
Mm-hmm.
But it is of my opinion that it is a group of people
I would
that are
agree.
setting these traps and writing these horrible things. One such suspicion that we have based on where he lives and previous things he has stated in the past that he possibly could be involved. And that is, unfortunately, Atticus.
I agree.
Him
May I
living...
ask what... Oh, sorry.
I
Continue.
can absolutely explain. I understand that this could be a bit strong coming. Him living in a stronghold gave him
Careful with your
access
words,
to
Alma.
hidden reserves of harming lingering potions that are stashed in every stronghold. And other than doing the dragon ritual to obtain dragon's breath, there is no other possible way to obtain them. I understand that other people could absolutely get them just by going to other strongholds. However, when investigating his stronghold, we noticed a ladder at the bottom of the trap room, which is not present in any trap room, naturally. That, on top of a previous mention to someone about a possible coup in the overworld. It does raise some suspicion for us, at least.
I agree. To add on to, not to detract from that information,
Not at all. If you have anything.
I think we would be naive to think that they, meaning Atticus and Jura, are not working together. If that is the case, I have received multiple books from both sides implicating the other, and I have tracked Atticus's movements, at least to some degree, on it. But it also has come to my attention, even now after Jura's arrest, that she has been in our castle again, leaving books and things of that nature to try to implicate Atticus further. And in my opinion, either that speaks to extreme hate and bias, or trying to throw off the track of them being in it together to some degree.
Duly noted.
If I could jump in here with one of the things that made... I don't know about anything that Jura has going on currently. I don't think any of us do. But earlier on, a very long time ago, like a couple months ago, I think it was, she did mention that Atticus did come to her, giving her a speech about rebellion in the overworld, and how he feels as if it is... change isn't coming quickly enough for him, and how he would like to see change. And he very much gave the opinion of Future himself of wanting to start a rebellion in the overworld specifically, and he even gave her incentive to join him. And that was what was in the chest again. It was, I believe, some emeralds, some iron,
Gold emerald.
emerald, and diamonds, blocks of them.
Iron. iron blocks, and then a banner with
Yes, the banner
Yeah.
was also present.
glee.
I have a book recounting all of this that has been kind of passed around to some degree. But I also have noted recently that because of some goings-ons that she has trusted him with information that I don't think normally would be trusted with. And that brought concern for the nature of their relationship.
I personally do not know what their relationship to each other is. I have not spoken to either of them about it. It's more... It at least casts some doubt as to Jura working with him, if she would even mention it to us at all.
Right. What concerns me is that she mentioned this to me long ago. It was one of the first things she ever said to me. She didn't know me from Adam. She piped right up and spoke her truth, and then there was an account of her struggling to give us the truth when she was arrested, and we have a very strong proof that even if she wasn't the one that broke into the castle, she did intend to continue to negate the narrative that she either was here or had people break into the castle on her behalf.
To Chaos Corner.
As there was a note delivered into my mailbox that did not send my flag up, which means it was hand delivered. So, either they have a reason for extreme hate of each other, or it is potential that she took it upon herself to work with him and has been trying to throw people off of her own scent. And that's what makes me nervous.
The way she talked about him the other day makes this whole thing more confusing than anything. Because I had talked with her. I had talked with her a few days ago because a lot of stuff's been going on in heaven at the moment.
Right.
But she kind of talked on how, like, she felt like Atticus was not treating her the best while she was in prison, which I'm sure that situation's been handled.
Yes.
But to think that the two of them are working together is...
It's just a theory that I have working currently.
It is definitely something that I can keep in mind when moving forward. I do believe there's one other thing I should mention regarding the books that were left everywhere.
Yes.
There were 3 left in my property.
Okay.
Technically 4 if you want to count Skylar's mailbox. There was 1 in my mailbox, 1 in my dresser drawer, and then another one left in my my crafting materials chest, along with a substantial amount of valuable resources stolen in its place.
Stolen?
And yes, I am very aware of where everything in my storage is kept, and it is very noticeable for me, especially with the book being left in its exact spot.
Things have been robbed from us along with the books as well.
It seems like whoever's doing these things, and like we said earlier, there could be more than one of them. But they're doing more than just that and stealing from everyone.
It feels like it's a sleight of hand, almost. They're making a big debacle out where everyone can see it, and behind the scenes things are going missing and plans are being kind of formed. And it's confusing to me because we've even tested out these potions that a lot of these traps have been made with, and they really do very minimal damage.
What potions?
There's been lingering
Harming.
Lingering potions of harming.
But I've been hit with one and it's done nothing. There were some set off in mine and the High Lady's presence because I accidentally set him off because I'm really bad at stuff, but did minimal damage. It just seems like there's a lot of distract, like smoke and mirrors going on.
I agree. And given the fact that now it does seem like multiple people are being robbed, it may be at least a good idea to start, with your permission, investigating our leading cases.
Of course.
Namely, I would like to start with Atticus, just to clear that out of the way.
Okay. I would like it to be known that even with the Goblin Apprehension Act being put forward, that I am aware of my own biases, so I will take any and all information that is brought to me and act on them, but I will not act on my own findings currently, because I do have pre-established biases that could very well be false. So if anybody finds anything, please bring it to me, and I will act as much as I can, especially with Atticus or anybody else implicated at the overworld.
That is very admirable, and I feel I should mention I do not wish to find anything.
I think, unfortunately, even though we can wish not to find anything, that I'm afraid we're probably going to find more than we bargained for.
There is always that chance, yes.
Go ahead.
I was reminded that we do have all of the potions that were found within Atticus's stronghold accounted for.
In traps.
Yes. However, we do know that there are potions missing from the stronghold that is used for trade with the End that are missing and not accounted for. That's a concern also.
From my knowledge, from my knowledge and what Amma has told me, they're with her.
Okay. That.
Why didn't they take all of them?
She may not have been able to find all of them. The stronghold's a very big place.
Well, I just mean, the one trap we did find, all of them except for one dispenser were missing.
Specifically, in which stronghold?
Ours.
The one you guys use for trade.
Apologies.
Okay.
You said the potions in our stronghold?
Yes, they're the ones that we've noticed have not had any accountability that we're aware of.
Yes,
where they
I
were
can
located.
clear that suspicion now. I personally cleared them all and took them into the court's custody.
I have 6 of them in my pocket.
Okay. If they're in the court's possession, I really don't have any issue with you having them.
I agree. I would rather the courts have them than whoever it is that be setting these traps. That's all I was concerned with.
Of course.
Another follow-up question. Go ahead. Who was?
Lenora, if I could speak.
Yes, go ahead.
Ollie and I plan to dispose of all of the potions that we have in our possession. If there's any that you want to hand over for us to dispose of with eyewitness, we can do that. We can set up a time. I have already had, from the beginning, logged how many total potions there are, and we will go through all of them should anyone want to be there to witness us breaking them and disposing of them, so that there's no hearsay.
I personally believe that you will dispose of them. I don't personally need any proof of that.
Thank you, Amma.
Of course.
Hi, lady. Was there something that you wanted to say before?
Yes, but I didn't wish to overtalk others. I wanted to circle back on the previous statement that you said. I know you gave more explanation for reasons as to why to suspect Atticus. However, my question was more so, how do you know that it is a group of individuals? Myself and the High Vessel have suspicions that perhaps it could be two people, but what makes you think that it's a group of people?
Well, to be completely honest, the theory is based solely on Atticus being our prime suspect. Now, that is not to say he is guilty. However, if he is involved, the book being written does raise some confusion
He
if he
cannot
is
write
involved.
common.
Exactly. Which leads me to believe there is a second person working with him if that is the case. Again, I do not want to put any preconceived notion that we believe it is him for sure. It is just a number of circumstantial evidence that would like us to at least investigate further.
I see.
And do you believe Jura to be a credible source?
Given the account from her, that is why I am considering that circumstantial. I really would prefer not to use secondhand accounts of things spoken, so that is why I'm not considering that a big contributing factor. But it should be at least considered.
I understand that his actions may not be excusable, but some of them can be explainable.
Unless lying.
Perhaps.
Of course.
But I will treat it as innocent until guilty.
If I might interject, none of the arguments in that 50-page book could have been made by Atticus. I simply don't believe that he is that persuasive of a person. He is earnest.
It
He may
still
not be
means
honest, but he is sincere.
I actually agree. I don't believe that he is necessarily eloquent and wordy, but I believe if he had something to say with that much fire, with that much fervor, with that much anger, we would have heard about it. I don't think he's one. Yeah, I don't think he's one to go through the dog and pony show, so to speak, of a 50-page book and graffiti across all three realms. I think he would do something about it more himself. He did not wait for formalities to go hunting for Helia. He simply went and did it himself. He swings himself. He puts himself in the line of things. I just don't think that he would hide behind a flourish of a pen. But that's not to say that he did not light the spark of somebody else doing so.
And I agree that perhaps inciting a rebellion is not the way to go, but he was not raised to be able to understand that there are better ways. I
agree.
I see a scapegoat, High Vessel. I see someone that was raised in a way that's not like us, and he is being punished for it.
I have been trying to hold him out of the line of fire and punishment.
I know, and I deeply appreciate you for it.
I want to let everyone take a moment to be reminded that just because there is criminal activity does not always mean that it is what we are now seeing as potential goblin activity. There are differences.
One time that he has openly broken the law, he wrote a confession for it.
And he willingly went through an expedited trial by combat. Because he cares for me.
Yep.
I cannot see
true.
him as anything but earnest.
I do think that everyone is capable of being sneaky. However, I think if Atticus is involved in any way, he is not alone.
I still find it hard to believe, based on the evidence, at least that I've also found, that it is a group working together. I think it's a little baseless, if I'm being frank. Perhaps there are two people working together. However, I don't wish to cause suspicions towards larger amounts of people if we can...
I agree.
Make it.
Once we start othering a group of people, it's difficult to come back.
United we stand and divided we fall.
I agree. I do think that if you sit and think about it long enough, you can implicate just about anybody or anything. And I think that there's been a lot of misconception about the act recently coming out.
Title drop, roll
meaning that
credits.
You can just point a finger and the law will act. I think we all need to be taking into consideration how much we are able to actually find evidentiary-wise and be willing to back ourselves up. Evidence needs to be lofty before we put somebody's life on the line, which is what the act means.
And we cannot afford to make mistakes. Not with how little of us remain.
I agree.
I do also agree with this.
With that being said, there are others that have been called into suspicion that I am still investigating. Should that make any traction, I will let you guys know. However, I do not want to disclose names at current in case it starts a bandwagon. Like I said, anybody can point anything at anyone and have it look bigger and scarier.
Understandable.
People can point fingers and make it look the easiest that it's someone else. With the simplest of methods. So, going after one person, even if they have done something, isn't always the best.
I agree. I did want to...
Yes, it's very shriekling.
Kind of follow up on... Has there been any headway on pre-established investigations? The Money Fairy, the original trap set, etc. I know we did find who the Mushroom Village belonged to, and that has been somewhat settled, but has there been any headway on anything else that has been going on?
I personally have run dry on my trail.
Okay.
Frankly, the Money Fairy is the least of my concerns right now.
It's fair enough.
The last time the Money Fairy visited someone was apparently Helia. In fact, it was a while back though, and activity has slowed to a halt.
Correction. It happened, and then the ones at the castle and the cooking club surfaced about a week and a half later. I think it was around that.
If I
And
might be
those ones
frank
were
with you,
trapped.
I don't believe that those were the acts of the Money Fairy. I believe that was somebody taking up a mantle, trying to use somebody else's gained favor.
There was always a suspicion that once things started to get a bit more bold by the so-called Money Fairy, that it's possible they were replaced at that point. It was a sudden change out of nowhere, and given how much the Money Fairy was talked about, it's very possible someone liked the idea and took to it.
I agree. I think that is also the last that there were conversations had about the Money Fairy and the investigation at large, that is kind of the conclusion that we came to naturally also. I think maybe we call the ones that are trapped under a different moniker so that it does not get confused in the eyes of the public. The money fairy is one thing and these things are another.
I've been doing my own investigation, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of classified. I kind of kept the money fairy thing, but it's just classifying that they're passive and aggressive.
So the original money fairy acts were what you're considering passive?
Indeed.
Okay, and that would make the trapped ones more on the aggressive side.
Or the aggressive ones with the books or any kind of relating to that.
Do you want to talk about what was left at your room?
Oh,
your house?
well, I think everybody here is well aware.
Are you safe?
I mean, I don't think it was intended for me.
How do you mean?
Sign that said last warning. And frankly, I have not been given any warnings, to my knowledge anyway, so.
Do you have
it's
somewhere
like things
else
in my past.
safe to be?
Yes.
Okay.
With that being said, I believe the overworld is going to urge an act, so to speak, of when these traps are found, we would like them to remain untouched to some degree until the court can get to them and see them, disarm them, log them. If you guys are ever to experience traps of any kind, it would be helpful to let us know.
Of course.
Pushing.
Anybody have anything that they want to say on our side?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. If anybody else has anything else they'd like to say, please feel free.
I guess I would just like to thank everyone for hearing me out, and I do understand that there is not exactly a lot of merit to my suspicions. It is simply a suspicion, and that's it. I really hope that you can all see that I do not have any preconceived notion that any of it is true. And if you have any concerns, please speak with me. I will take all information into account.
If we're to stop the goblins, we have to work together.
Exactly. We need to talk to each other.
I agree.
I agree.
I am actually incredibly relieved knowing that you guys are moving swiftly and making sure that Kristark has a formal coronation, as I worry that there's a vulnerability. So that was good to see. I suppose with that being said, we can adjourn. If anybody has anything they'd like to speak to the Overworld Court about, feel free to let us know.
Thank you for hosting us here.
Of course, thank you for attending.
Micor, are you ready?
Indeed.
See you all soon.
course.
Well, let's get you back to the tower. Well, my court, thank you for attending. I very much appreciate it. Please go on and do what you were doing. Don't wish to hold you up any longer. If anyone has any questions or wishes to speak to me, please come find me in my office. It's in the old throne room. But until then, I will bid you all adieu. Exaris, please follow me.
Oh, goodness gracious. What in the seven... I was gonna say 7 Realms of Hell, but then I realized that this is the wrong campaign. All I can do is just blame him over and over again. He's just a scapegoat, that's it. All because he wasn't raised the right way. I don't understand why they dislike him so much. It's not even concrete. Go on, come a little closer. I don't know, with how often they brought up his name. They don't know him. Not truly. They don't know how kind he is. How genuine and earnest, and they just don't know. He's still asleep. Yep. Oh, am I quiet? Hold on. Okay. Turn my gain up a little bit. That is a point. This works for now. Oh, I forgot how fast I am.
talk slow. Oh, hello, Helia. We're going to be bringing Fane to Atticus's cell. Would you like to come with us?
Sure. And then I'll need you to escort me to Zareth.
Yes, the High Lady let me know. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Over here in the corner. Yes. And you can sit him down next to the couch over there. Atticus is in cell 3. That's from me, Helia.
I see.
I'm sure that, does he like hoglin loin? Oh, he seems to. Here you are.
I think we'll eat most meat.
Oh, it won't let me. Come on. There we go. Alright. Well, thank you again, Fury. Truly.
I'm gonna head back to my office then.
We can, walk with you. We're heading towards Zareth. What is it that Chiron needs from you, Helia?
Athena's poster.
Ah. I am looking forward to celebrating her life.
Oops, sorry.
You're fine.
Oh, I also wanted to ask about Fire Ruby. Is it okay if I, like, do I just ask for, like, trade to get, like, what I need for it?
Yeah, I can just bring some up for you. How much do you need?
I have some in the vault already, but I didn't know, like, or the safe already, but I didn't want to just take it because I wanted to make some for myself.
Oh, yeah, I can, in fact, we've probably got some pre-made suits that I can offer to you from the, armory. I'll missive you about it once I've finished escorting Helia. Would you like to fly there, or are we teleporting?
I'd like to walk.
Or we could walk, leisurely. Walk it is. How are you feeling?
I'm angry.
You want to talk about it?
I want to go kill something, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sure there'll be something for you to kill. There's piglins around Zareth often enough.
You came.
Well,
I
that's
figured
really
it out.
big.
Well, now I feel useless.
Yeah. What?
Why is it so big?
I don't know. It's just how it is. We're gonna have to deal with it. I mean, we'll take it down after, so just for a couple days.
I suppose so.
I can't make it smaller, so
It's fine. She deserves something big like that anyway.
I didn't realize how close to her birthday it was.
Indeed.
So, anyone here decided to pick up the torch and become a therapist as well?
I need therapy.
Don't we all? Well, I should get back to Fury.
I suppose so. Alright, yeah, I see the silent dismissal.
Not much of a silent dismissal, so much as I have to walk back.
I know. Rowena
What are
requested
you
to
up to,
visit.
Kyron?
Oh?
I have nothing in particular.
Fair enough. It's weird that Atticus would write out a written confession and then the end still believes he's behind other crimes.
He wasn't raised like you and I. He didn't know stability. What little of it we had. Do you mind if Rowena visits?
You're the High Priestess. You can do whatever you want as far as I'm concerned.
Alright.
Just don't go wandering about outside the fortress.
I know.
Ophelia? Oh, did I say Ophelia? Fury. Apologies. So, you wanted a set of fire ruby?
I don't necessarily, like, I guess I want to hurt
There we go.
Okay.
Take a guess, Kyron.
I'm sorry, that was a dumb question. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Not particularly. Unless you can magically clear Atticus' name and everybody else's mind. Sure.
I'm sorry.
They don't know where he came from. They don't understand his perspective. I get that not all of his actions are excusable in the slightest. But he didn't know better. I wish they would just give him a chance. And I am tired of hearing his name being thrown around such as a scapegoat. What?
No, I was looking at the groups, and I'm just curious as to why the Endarians are still.
Perhaps because Arlo's there now?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
They might be catching him up to speed. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I have to head to the keep. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Goodbye. I still don't get it. What's the keep, the fortress? I thought they were the same.
No, Kyron, they are very different.
Can you explain?
Okay, so the entire, like, castle area, this is the fortress.
Like, everything.
Yes. All of this property, this is the fortress.
And, like, our rooms and then the
yes.
kitchen. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Everything is
Okay.
the fortress. The building
Okay.
that she just went into, where Rexara sleeps and where the dungeons are, that is the keep.
So the keep is just that building?
Yes. So, like, you know how this is, like, the front room and, like, the office? That's the throne hall. My tower is the priestess tower, the sorcerer tower, the air rooms. That's the keep.
Oh, sorry. I never got building anatomy 101, so.
It's all right. I'm happy to explain.
So that building in specific is the keep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? That explains a lot. Makes a lot more sense.
You have something
feels
under your
stupid.
eyes, by the way.
I do?
Yes. If you tilt your head up.
What?
Like,
What?
under your chin, you have something
What
under
is-
your eyes.
What is it? Oh, I can't see it.
Looks like leftover eye bags.
Maybe the lava will make it better. I don't see it. Oh well. I'll rub some mushrooms on it. Maybe that'll fix it. Speaking of, can you get me more mushrooms?
You think I can leave?
Oh. Never mind. I'll get them myself.
I'm sorry. If I could, I would.
No, it's okay. I understand. Well, I need to send out a bunch of letters updating about Athena's funeral because Helia wanted to change the date. So now I gotta resend everything. In the Nether at least. So I'll go
True.
do that. If you need anything, let me know.
Of course. And likewise.
I love you.
Love you too, Kyron. The funeral got moved to Tuesday. Go ahead and log them in. I don't know if I like being 2-on-1, but I suppose I will have to deal with it. He's right. Miss Rexars is right. I do have the power to be able to allow them into the fortress. It's fine. Maybe just in case, though. Taste test some cupcakes. What is Fifi log? She's a court member. I do not know. Fifi... She just does. Oh, hi.
Hi. I just didn't want to bump into you when I walked by.
No, you're quite fine. Fifi logging. I don't know. I think it's endearing that she just doesn't... Oh, right. She left tea in the mail. Oh. This is probably feed her on bite. Yep. More tea. Oh. Oh no, that is permit. Oh goodness. Well, now that I have strawberries, I do feel better. Slightly.
Hi.
I got your mail. Yeah, waiting for Rowena and Zach.
Oh. Do you want me to wait with you?
You can if you wish, if you want to entertain conversation with them.
I haven't spoken to Zach, so I'm glad they found him.
Me too. Oh, yeah. Out of character. Yeah, I'm feeling much better now. I'm great. I'm not reliant on medication anymore. It's basically gone. have you been doing, Kyron? Aside
What have I
from work.
That's a good question. Stuff.
Nothing.
Nothing really interesting. I fought in a trial by combat.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Everything's kind of a blur.
I figured. Are you at least taking care of yourself?
I like to think so. Are you?
What can I do besides take care of myself?
I don't know.
Kyron, please, I'm stuck here. The cabin fever is setting in. I can't take this any longer.
I wish I could help you. I can No, fuck, I don't know.
Atticus fell asleep last night, and then I woke up and went back to my tower and just started making so many potions because I was so bored.
You could... Here, I can give you some reading material.
Oh, God, please.
Actually, no, I need that. Here's your reading material.
What is it? Oh, what is this? Are you serious? I can't even take those back, you idiot. Oh, he looks beat up.
One sec.
Okay.
Awkward. Just staring at him menacingly.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Do you want to go somewhere, or do I have to sign the logbook? Or
I already logged you in.
Oh, okay.
There's seats in the tower.
Okay.
You look like shit.
Understatement, but yeah.
I bet you feel worse than you look.
Somewhat.
You can sit wherever.
These seats are very far apart from each other. I'll
Oh,
just stand. It's
okay.
fine.
I can move them. Hold on.
No. You're okay.
Too bad. Oh. Okay. You do with those what you want.
What?
Yeah, Kyron.
What?
You're just right there.
I don't mind being on the floor, okay? I find
I'm
it very
just gonna
peaceful,
reach over
actually.
and stroke your hair a little bit.
Okay. I'll leave.
You're not allowed to leave. I don't
Roxaris
think
would kill you.
royalties-
Actually, Larenthia
would-
would kill you.
Yeah, I mean, she would just do that anyway.
Anyways, how are you feeling after everything?
Alive.
Yeah.
You?
I wanted to,
And
I don't
you?
know.
How truthfully do you want me to answer that one?
Preferably with the truth.
I don't know. Still trying to wrap my head around stuff. Kind of just got done being tortured for the last couple days, so.
Interrupting, are you?
Interrupting.
I'm
Atticus
kidding.
is awake.
Oh. Is he okay?
Would you prefer that I had waited?
No, it's fine.
He's all right.
Okay. I will wrap things up here and then go down there.
Very well.
Okay. Tortured? You... I'm sorry you went through that.
Yeah, I got tricked, so I'm paying the price for it.
I wanted to come and visit sooner. I was told the day that you were found that you were being looked at and treated, and I never got an update after that. So, I didn't know when was a good time.
I appreciate you checking in.
Yeah. How is everything going over here with your recovery?
I'm stuck in here.
They're not letting you leave?
Not with that escort.
That's understandable.
It is.
I mean, it's understandable, but
frustrating.
we did the same. Yeah, it's frustrating. We did the same thing to Apollo and Chris Stark for a while because they were downed at a funeral. So. About the meeting and everything that was said, are you okay? I know it was a lot to take in, and also a lot of people pointing fingers at somebody who you are very close with.
I don't take kindly to people accusing the man I love.
I wouldn't take it kindly either. Just wanted to make sure that you were okay. I did say to Amma before she said anything that to keep in mind that you were in the room. So that way she may be a little less...
abrasive?
Yeah.
I would rather her say something to my face than not at all.
I know. It's just... tensions were already high in there, I could feel, for some reason, so...
you both safe?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're
For
home.
the most part, at least.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
Okay. Keep it that way.
Doing our best.
We're gonna try to. Thankfully, there have been no traps or anything. Where we, in the end, seems like they're mostly just hitting the overworld, but
Seems that way. Even so, I cannot help but worry.
yeah, that's understandable. If you need anything, just let me know, and I can see what I can do.
Likewise.
But we'll let you get to Atticus. I'm sure you want to see him.
Zach, do you need healing potions?
At the moment, I should be good.
Okay. I have a massive stock of them upstairs if you ever need any.
Okay. Thank you, though.
Well, I'll be polite and walk you out.
I hear a dog.
There is one, yes. It's Fiore's.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well, thank you for letting us come and view. I hope that you're going to be doing well.
Thank you for visiting.
Like I said, let me know if you need something.
Likewise. And take it easy.
Do my best.
Why am I walking?
What?
Hello.
Hey.
And hello.
Hi. Does Rexaris stay with? That's
No.
the thing.
I don't know where he went. He's off doing something.
I don't know if he usually stays with you.
No. Okay, you
Like
can go if you want. Bye.
No,
Thank you for
I
a
feel weird.
respectable fight.
Pardon?
Thank you for a respectable fight.
Same to you. I just didn't know if Rexaris usually like sits around while
You might want to stand back.
Okay. Ow. It's fine. I'll clean up your mess. Okay, bye.
Farewell.
Oh, there's another one.
There was 3 in here just earlier.
Indeed. Seems you have a friend.
I believe Fiore brought it down. Did you... Thought I told you to wake me once you did.
You were sleeping and I didn't want to disturb you. And it was the middle of the night.
I'm thankful Rexaris was down here quite quickly after I woke up, otherwise I would have been worried.
Oh. I'm alright.
Good.
Did Rexaris out? Okay. Let's see.
You said that there was, I believe, tea and something else in there for us to share.
Oh. Hold on, there's a note. Oh. Okay. Let's see. There's food. Oh goodness, I'm gonna pick those up, aren't I? Ah!
Dog's salivating. What is this one?
I believe it's coffee.
You
I've
used
never had
that
it
same
before.
word. Nor have I. This, I believe, is more of your taste.
Hmm? Well, but you can share it with me.
But is it not your preferred drink?
Yes, however, I have plenty of it. And I also want you to
Very
enjoy
well.
it as well.
How have you been?
Trying to keep my mind off things.
As I've learned, things tend to keep spinning, no matter what. Doesn't matter if you're preoccupied, it just keeps going. It's quite a complicated world.
Hmm.
Do you mind?
Oh goodness, I'll
Careful
hurt
with
the
the
dog
dog.
if I do it. Oh no. That's fine. Oh? No? Okay.
What's on your mind? That you're trying to keep it off of.
They still really have it out for you.
What do you mean?
I don't know how much I can say without compromising a lot of the meeting that I was just forced to be through, or to sit through.
They had a meeting regarding me.
You were a topic of it, yes. With all the
It's better
recent...
than I thought for a moment that it was explicitly regarding me, and that worried
No.
me much more if they were targeting me.
No, it was about many different things, and primarily, I don't know, you were just the scapegoat.
It's nothing new.
I suppose. I wish it'd be something old by now.
As would I. I've cooperated with them as much as I can. I don't know what else I can do that actually clear my name. Balefire's questioned me. I've tried to be as open and honest as possible. Any of my own suspicions I've relayed to mostly Ollie, as he's been around, but I don't know what else I can do for them that they are waiting for. one thought. When I put together the stronghold, well, less put together, but more renovated, I set a room aside for a dining area.
Oh?
I believe I may have shown you it at some point. If not, I believe Paige would be able to. My perhaps naive now thought was to host a dinner party of sorts for the Overworld Court.
Oh.
It was, I believe, right as I was being considered for the knight position, and I wish to express my gratitude. The most consistent way I found to do that is usually through food.
Indeed, food does seem to be the way to someone's heart, I suppose. But yes.
Considering once I am released, perhaps going through about that. Again, I'm not sure what more I can do. I don't know if a dinner party would come off as unwelcome, or if it would only paint me in a worse light. But at minimum, it's something I would like to do with the High Vessel. With others, I'm unsure how welcome at all it would be. I believe I'm on good terms with Ali. Arlo, I have my suspicions on. Balefire, I'm frankly unsure where I stand. I believe he's supposed to be investigating me. So...
Balefire's an enigma.
Indeed. The High Vessel, before your disappearance, had said that she was trying to stop him from investigating me.
She even said herself in the meeting that she was defending you.
Well, given that since I've been interrogated by him, I'm unsure how successful she was with that, and that's strange given ruling power of the realm. If you wish to protect someone, then not being able to. Nonetheless, it is at least something that I requested. I asked that she did allow the investigation. Well, she initially denied wanting to do so there. Perhaps she's changed her mind since. And the only other talk I've had with him the time after was regarding some things at Page's, and that was in, I believe, much lighter spirit. So I don't know how he thinks of me. However, Helia is a different matter. I'm unsure at all what she believes or thinks or perceives of me.
I don't think she likes me either.
She's been very aggressive to me. I don't understand, again, what I do to deserve it, but I believe the first we interacted, I saw this aggressive side, which was merited. I was quite rude. And time after, she has only met me with hostility. I'm not sure if it was just getting off on the bad foot, but she was quite cruel during everything that went on with Vincent and yourself. And I believe it might have been the day that you returned. She came to Willowbeak Manor a while afterwards and confronted me over, I suppose, a misplaced anger. I'm trying to still understand or justify to look upon her kindly, but...
Why would she do that? She was so weak and...
Perhaps I have the date wrong. It was a mess of days, but she stood on behalf of her friends, as she said. She was quite but she wouldn't state anything directly, as not to, I suppose, accuse me or have anything traced directly back to her, but she stood there with balefire and made a big show about how I owe her. And
For
seemingly
what?
tried to pin everything going on again on me. Quite aggressively, so with how determined she put it, I thought she was perhaps referring to Vincent and how I treated him, and when I tried to actually let her know that I was wishing to apologize to Vincent, she said no, not just that, it was everybody. She was so steadfast about it that it disturbed me, though I didn't have much time to think about it. She also decidedly used my improper name. So I don't think she looks upon me too kindly. I'm unsure, especially what I can do to show her that I'm not this monster that she's created in her head. I'm unsure if she would trust any sort of food I prepare, or even if she would wish to set foot in the stronghold.
Well, you could have it as an open invite, and then whoever shows up, shows up.
Right.
Anyone who doesn't is missing out. She thinks I stole her magic. Helia came by to do a quick checkup on me. And I told her about what I did and demonstrated it again. And then Kyron made a comment, and I think that's sent her on a spiral.
What do you mean a spiral? Is she accounted for and okay?
She was at the meeting today, but she seemed cold. And her hands are withered and covered in skulk. It seems like we've traded places.
I do not know enough about magic or spellcasting enough to have any comment or thought, truthfully.
I figured. It's just more of guilt.
What guilt would fall upon you?
If we did trade places, trade fates, then she might very well die, and it would be my fault.
Is her duty to the realm not taking care of people? To prioritize their health at any cost? That's how she made it seem with Vincent, and to my understanding of her.
But at the
what she
cost of your
stands
own
for.
life?
I
She
believe that
cannot-
honorable.
She cannot help others if she cannot be healthy herself.
You can help others off of a mindset or a lasting memory, I think.
And she didn't know. The staff wasn't tested, at least not to the extent that we used it for. She didn't know what she was getting herself into. That begs the question, would she have done it even so if she did know? Or would I be dead right now?
Do you know what she thought of you before all of this?
I assume her opinion of me was degraded by my actions regarding Vincent.
Before that?
Perhaps just as a patient?
I mean, a patient would be someone you care for. My thought, what happened with Vincent was temporary in the long run. And she very clearly will do just about anything for her friends, or those she cares for. I'm sure that if presented to her a choice between her life or yours, her life and I would almost assume anyone's, she would choose theirs. Yours.
I hope so.
And I believe that, as I said, a person does not need to live on. Person does not need to be around to be present. I didn't need to attend whatever meeting today to have my name brought up, you know?
I don't know, the
doesn't
Endurians are
matter.
gearing hard for you.
I hate to say, but what a shock.
I was not shocked at all. It was surprising about the fact that we brought up that you've been spending the night in the prison cell, and yet they are still gunning for you.
Wonderful. To continue as I was saying, as this ties in, I suppose. You do not need to be by my side to influence me. You've always had quite an effect on me, in truth. And well, stress from the situation with Vincent and then your disappearance. I wasn't thinking of much else. But with you back, I've been trying to, I suppose, learn or be better. I spoke with Jura.
Oh.
The impression and narrative that she has painted about me, both in its original incident and now she has entered some claims about the prisoner, have been primary drivers in what has swayed opinion on me. I tried again, with your influence originally, to try and come and quietly make peace with her, to try and understand why she behaves the way that she does, why me. Well, it failed in time in the Overworld's prison. I was at least able to talk to her in recent times, and seemingly make amends, or at least clear the slate. However, I must wonder now if that was the wrong move. If the Enderians still have a impression of me, or if they're still pushing against me. I don't know Jera's game. I don't know what she's played at, or she still is playing at. Additionally, I know that I was not alone. During our conversation, I heard footsteps from, I believe, behind, just the direction of the doorway. Well as, I believe, a few things be dropped and collected. I did not call attention to it as I didn't want to put her at unease. And additionally...
But you knew someone was listening.
Indeed.
More concerning, they have information about me that I did not give them.
What do you mean?
A few days before everything happened, there was an entity that broke into my office and left behind a gift. I'm not sure if you heard of this Vitus person, but they have been going around leaving dresses for certain people.
I've heard vaguely about that. Paige had mentioned it.
Ah. Yes, Paige also had a dress left for her. It was brought up in our meeting today, and the Enderians knew which numbers I was left, which I do not recall telling them.
Who did you tell?
Rexaris and Larinthia.
And they're to be trusted, I assume?
With everything.
Rexaris hasn't given me any reason to distrust, and... the only thing I have against the High Lady is that she glares at me sometimes. But she is part of a vast club. That's a joke.
I know. No, similar to you, I would trust them with my soul.
And with the Enderian kingdom in general, frankly, seem shifty. I've had my distrust on them, and
It was not in the house. It was in the priestess
I've
tower.
tried to overcome that. As I've met good people. Jura poking her nose around the castle. Whoever was spying on the conversation the other night with Jura and myself. She also mentioned, I believe, that herself and Vincent went under training, or both were perhaps going for the spy master position. I don't remember exactly what she had mentioned.
Apparently
And
she's
stations throughout the overworld, mind you. Ones that seemingly were left abandoned, but I almost wonder if that was for looks and why they were so insistent on getting into mine. Good way to keep an eye on a realm is to have hidden underground, essentially bunkers, well unsecured.
What do you think I've been doing with my time? Bunker 17 isn't the only bunker that I have.
Right. My point being, I don't get them.
I don't either.
They're clearly, I don't know, something is shifty. They seem to have a knack for going where they're not invited, staking claim, or simply hiding out. Skylar's another fine example of that, with the page situation displaying only as much information as we could press.
True, but I do need Skylar for something anyway. As much as he
question
annoys
that,
me.
or?
Well, he seems to be magic guru, and whatever's going on with me, he might know more about it.
I'm sure he won't tell you until it's relevant.
Well, he nearly talked my ear off when I first told him about it, so maybe he'll prove me wrong.
Well, whenever it comes, or if it were to come to be a security concern of one of the realms, or if it were to be tied into crime, that's where it would be hidden and disguised and gamified.
I suppose so.
It's just this common trend about them all, which, again, I have met good people. It calls into question when a good amount of the Endirians are persistent about being where they are not invited, often unannounced.
They're changing their court, too.
Their what?
Their court. It's being reorganized. I had to sign off on it today.
Interesting.
I do not know why they need my signature as well as the High Ladies and the High Vessels and Balefires as well, but who knows? It's their own court. Why can't they do anything about it other than... Never mind.
Out of my own curiosity, how's it being reorganized?
Well, the Empress is missing, so Kristark is taking the throne. I still don't know how I feel about that.
Right, that one.
That one?
There's two that have split hair. I mixed them up.
Yes, Nixie and
I thought you were
Kristark.
referring to the one that made you, which is Nix. And I was confused how that happened, but
No.
no, Kristark makes more sense.
But she is ascending to Viscountess. And Olivier is also becoming an heir. Which is
Interesting.
a little sticky.
Why? Olivier, well...
No, not Olivier, Nixie.
Oh.
Long story short, Nixie wants to be a dual citizen here. However, if Nixie is an heir of the Endirian throne, it is an imbalance and cannot be allowed.
That is strange.
Strange how? The rules, or...?
No, just... heir and dual citizenship. That's an interesting
That's what I thought
scenario.
as well. It's likely
And you
we'll
said
have to
you had
refuse
thoughts
it.
on Kristark?
I do not know if the Empress is abdicating or if this was something she is not aware of. I would hate for her to return home and see her throne taken.
Right. You said she's missing?
Seems that way.
there any knowledge on how long that's gone on?
I don't know. Apparently during the time that I've been gone.
To at least provide a different viewpoint does make some degree of sense. I think
I understand the need for a strong ruler in order to not leave your kingdom weak. It just felt fast.
is it a full, what was the word you used, dissension?
Ascension to
Or
the
is
throne?
it a-
Yes. It is a full coronation and ball and everything.
I figured if it was a temporary matter, that's not the worst, but that would seem fast.
No, it is quite official. The coronation is set to be on the 2nd of August.
How far away is that?
Less than a month. I plan on going.
If they'll welcome me, I would as well.
I'd like you to come. There will be dancing.
Provided there's no security concerns again by that point, then be more than honored to take your hand again.
I'd like that. But I am tired and I need to rest.
Of course.
Are you doing okay in there?
I believe so. Getting a bit... what would the word be? Claustrophobic?
I'm sorry.
Nothing on you. I've considered asking about, given the arena is down that way, if they would allow me sparring practice, but I'm not exactly owed anything. I believe I've already been treated much better than I should.
Rexaris has indeed come through.
Indeed.
And he defended you today.
Did he?
He did. As did the High Lady.
I'll have to express my gratitude. And also follow up on a prompt I'd made to Rexaris about getting drinks at some point, if you would allow.
I'm sure they would enjoy that. Hi, Virus.
Paige said that you weren't exactly
Love you
happy with my...
too. So long as you drink in moderation and not get too...
It was moderated.
...overly passing out drunk, then I do not
I never
mind.
did.
Very well. I believe, after all this turmoil, a fun night is deserved.
You know, perhaps instead of the overworld court, I'd take the Etherean court in for dinner, but to prioritize that over the overworld, I'm afraid would not be seen.
Perhaps not, but maybe a joint dinner instead?
Perhaps. It would be good to have the realms together in a more casual sense.
I like the idea.
I would worry about leaving the Enderians out, but given...
Well, if you really want the Enderians to start favoring you, then it might be a good idea to invite them as well.
But also, if we have suspicion over them, and if talk goes into politics and business as it tends to around here.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Perhaps. I was more so considering it may be good to have a safe space to discuss between the realms, but perhaps I may need a bigger dining room in that case. I don't believe mine is large enough to even support 2 realms.
Well, we will certainly have to plan.
Indeed.
Anyway, I think I will rest now, and
Very well.
I will not leave your side tonight.
Please do wake me the next time you are. Do not worry about any consideration.
All right.
I still have... I only recently woke, so I'm exactly tired, so I hope I do not keep you up by any idle pacing.
No, it is quite all right.
Very well. Rest well.
You too.
Well,
when you
eventually
do.
I will. Right.
Alright, chat. That's where we're ending it for tonight, because I have a game night to go to. Thank you guys for sticking around. We had basically just the meeting and talking to people and a lovely little slight romantic convo. But, yep. Anyway, I will see you guys maybe Tuesday? I don't know. We will see. I might be at the funeral. We will see. Who knows? But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh. Someone's probably online. Oh, who's online? Who do I get to raid? Oh, who's here? Who's here? Mandy. Is Mandy on Twitch? Hold on. Mandy Miss. Mandy Misu, that's who it is. We will raid Mandy. Mandy. Oh, did she just get raided too? Alrighty. Bye guys. Tell Mandy that we have lots of love. Starting the raid. Woohoo! Bye. Have fun.
Found like this chest right here. And I emptied it and took it down, but there was like a whole code decryption thing on my wall.